Yo, what up, guys? Yo, can you guys hear me? Can you guys confirm, like, everybody can see the stream, like, well? You guys can see the screen pretty well, or no? Like, is it blurry or anything like that? Solid? Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me pretty well. I'm just making sure you guys can see me, too. Or see the screen. That's my main concern. Alright. Alright, somebody help me out, bro. You guys can see the screen? Good or no? Like, I just need to know now so I can change the settings before we get, like, too deep into the live. You guys can see the screen perfectly good, right? It's not blurry or anything like that. Looks good. Alright. Cool, cool. Alright. Smaller? I can't, bro. It's like a screen overlay. I can't make it any smaller. A bit blurry on my end. You should be able to, like... You should be able to change your... Make sure it's, like, the highest quality. Should let you. Shouldn't be a problem. All right, I'm going to be watching NQ and gold. But gold is doing some bullshit. Let me just make sure. Okay, all right, we good. So I really want to see this gap here on NQ. Like I would really like to see price come down towards that gap. Where's my... There it is. Probably something like this. Except I don't expect this to like get a big push. Low key. So because of what's happened here, due to Nvidia earnings, I really think that tomorrow this thing is just gonna chop around and do kind of nothing, and then Friday we get another leg higher, right? Because we've gotten this move off the lows, which by the way it's 500 points off the lows, right? 500 points. Yeah, 513 points off the lows. So I'm thinking tomorrow New York is going to be relatively shitty, not going to move too much. I think if there's a chance that this market moves at all, it is Asia and London. Okay, I don't think New York we get much of anything. It's kind of been the theme the last 2 weeks. If you guys have been trading, you guys know that. So, yeah, looking for New York AM to kind of just chop and bullshit around. And Friday we get, you know, the leg that we're looking for really. But we have this hourly gap and then 15-minute gap there as well. So I'm interested in this area, and then also the hourly gap lower has a 15-minute gap as well. So both these two gaps I'm interested in. I would like to see these two, and then maybe a move out of there to go higher. But yeah, do you and Powell trade similarly? No, not even in the slightest bit. Not even in the slightest bit, brother. Here on gold, we have this BPR, right? We kind of just retested that actually. Actually, no, we did not. No, we did not. This is the BPR right here. So I'm looking for this to get retested, maybe potentially, and then I can grab some longs on gold. That's what I would like to see. So gold longs would be from down here, stop loss there. I'd like at least a 2R, so something like this for my gold long. And NQ, I'm kind of just sitting and watching to see what this thing does. We can't even see what you're trading on the time frame. MNQ 15-minute, gold 15-minute. Time frames are the same. Okay. When are you doing the day in the life? Bro, I have the entire vlog edited. I just need to upload it. I'm literally just waiting to upload it. Sooner or later, it's gonna get uploaded. Right now though, I'm trying to get this guy. Like, I've been hella busy just trying to get this course out for you guys. I've been sick like the entire last week. And then I was busy because I was buying the car. And now that I have some free time, I'm gonna finish this 30-day course. We're on day 10, so I have 20 days left. And yeah, I want to ask you, if the DOL is clear and the 10 MP3 doesn't manipulate first, would you still trade that as a continuation? Yes, I would. Of course, I would. Yeah, it's a free sesh, free YouTube stream. We are so locked in right now with the free YouTube streams. Might just fuck around and do these every night if I see that that it's going well. To be very honest. What the hell is SpongeBob doing? Yo, SpongeBob, join VC, bro. Do you hear Big Char got his first payout? Yeah. Who do you think's the first person he told, bro? How do you know if it's going to be a continuation day? If we have like a decent amount of, like, let me see if I can, if we have a decent amount of price action, and we form enough PDRAs, it's more than likely not going to pull back, right? If there's like a decent enough range, it's more than likely not going to pull back. and give you the manipulation leg. All right.
Hello, YouTube. What are you trading? Gold.
I have NQ and gold up, so whichever one looks the best. A couple weeks ago, you made a TikTok about the entry model you're experimenting with. Were you still gonna put us on? Yeah, eventually, I will. Do you ever take trades before 10 a.m. like 9:30? Very rarely, bro. Very rarely do I ever do that. Sometimes, like here and there, but it's not very often that I'll do that. If 6 a.m. manipulates into 1 hour, 15-minute POI, how will you trade 10 a.m.? Same way that you'd always trade it. It would just be a continuation, or it would be a continuation PO3, right? If 6 a.m. already, if 6 a.m. was the reversal, then 10 a.m. is going to continue into the drawn liquidity. Tomorrow, more than likely, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably not gonna be volatile, bro. Just because there's this fat move happening overnight. Whenever we have this big of a move, especially if it's off news, New York tends to not really move. I actually am not thinking that like Asia or London move that much anyways. Like we've moved a good amount since the open, right? So the chances of us moving now are pretty slim to none. So I'm looking to kind of just play the range here. And if we come down into this 15-minute and hourly gap, we can play the range low to back up to range high, and it's pretty simple. What sets alpha futures apart from the other props? Rules. I think most importantly, rules, credibility, and payouts. Like no bullshit payout denials, none of that. That is really what sets them apart, I think. Props. Ooh. What are you guys watching, Sponge and Thanos? You guys still in here?
Yeah.
What are you guys watching?
I'm on ES, but
Watching NQ right now.
ES? What's ES doing?
absolutely nothing, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm waiting for similar as what you're looking for on NQ. But
Yeah. I
what's your
don't.
upside target though? The daily gap.
Yeah.
Uh, that's what you're looking for as well, Thanos, right?
What was that?
The daily gap.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gee. Also, guys, Apex is, I think they're 90% off ends in an hour and a half. So if you want to get Apex accounts, hour and a half is the only time you have for 90% off. I'm actually about to get some right now. Might just try to pass these on in this session here.
Which size accounts?
I might do, bro, I always do 250s. I might like switch it up here and do some other shit.
What, 300k?
Not 300k. 150 or 50.
Yeah, I think Sakuna trades 150s.
Yeah. Might be the move. We'll try it out. Get some 150s
What's
locked
the
in.
profit goal?
I think 6k.
Oh, what? There's nothing.
Either 6 or 9. One of the two.
If it's six, that's a lot less than Top Step. 3k less.
Nah, it might be 9. Yeah, I'm using the same exact strategy on gold, bro. The strategy is not changing. Flipping gold.
Do you use silver for SMT? Or no?
I don't even check it because it always has SMT, bro. We already got like the setup here off this gold. The setup has already taken place. I might just try it here. Not gonna lie, boys. Might just try a quick one. Try a little cheeky one. Alright, I'm trying a gold long here. Uh, 1-to-1. I would get out of 5. And then the remaining 5 can just go. But yeah, I'm trying gold here. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm in gold. 15-minute. This is what the 15-minute looks like right now. I'm on the 15-minute time frame on gold. If this trade stops me out, I'll try the second one down here in the BPR where I initially wanted the entry. And then I'll take that up. But this, like the inversion got retested. And this is a setup off the inversion. I don't know if it'll want to come all the way down to the BPR, but inversion got tested right here. This candle tested the inversion. So maybe he wants to play off of that. Let's see.
What even made this move up? Was it Nvidia?
Yeah, Nvidia earnings, and then tariffs, Liberation Day tariffs blocked or some shit like that. It was just
Man's not gonna be happy.
Orange Man's not happy. A bunch of good news came out. I'm getting these 150s right now. Code key, 150s. See if I can pass these, bro. I'm going to try to pass them tonight. I'm not going to lie. I haven't traded 150s with Apex in a long ass time. I always do 250s. But we're about to try it. Damn, $30. Fire. So
$30 is crazy.
yeah. So NQ, obviously, we want to see lower here at some point. I would like for this high to stay intact and then for us to go lower here, which would support gold going higher theory. Yeah, I'm on MGC, like MGC1, and then I have it set to, so the way that you don't trade on like the current contract chart is if you right click and go to symbol, you can literally just click adjust for contract changes right here, and then you'll be able to use the it'll be a continuous contract. So I'm on MGC1, but it'll execute MGCM, right? But it'll show up here on MGC1. So if you want to do that, I would just hit this BADJ button on the bottom right, and it'll automatically do that. I don't know how the hell I don't even know what wealth charts is, bro. I don't know why the hell Apex even offered that. I have no clue what that is. Somebody's going to have to explain to me what that is, because I do not know. You guys know what wealth charts is?
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it too. I just don't know what it is.
Probably just a quant tower replacement.
Think so? Why would Apex
Yeah,
come out with that?
I've seen they do like a little bit of like the order flow stuff that quant do.
That's weird.
Let me have a look. Wealth charts.
Yeah, wealth charts. It's their Top Step X. Really?
Ah,
Is it it can't be Project X platform, is it?
nah, it's not.
Some different platform.
Wait, so Apex own it? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Apex offers I think it's just a 100K account on them. I don't know. For me, I think if for Apex, 50, 150, and 250 are like best bang for your buck. All right. I just bought 150s. I bought 5 150s. There's $30 each. Like you literally cannot beat that price, right? Like you absolutely cannot beat it. Okay. Let these load
there's
up.
a whole options chain on there too.
On wealth charts,
Yeah,
you can trade options on them.
yeah.
That's crazy.
You can link it up with a Tasty Trade.
Hmm. Currently trading the 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. candles. Should I start to trade Asian as well? What do you think? I mean, I trade 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. as well. It's just that the New York session has been very uneventful the past few weeks. So I'm, and I've been trading Asia and London. I just never like go live for it. So the first time going live for Asia and London, and they've been trading really, really well. If you just go back and look the past few days, you'll see that the move happens during Asia or London, like 8 times out of 10. Okay, so that's why we're giving this a shot. And if it works well, then we're just gonna be playing. We're gonna be pulling the graveyard shift every night. New York is cooked. Okay, let's pull up this thing here. Are all my Apex accounts good to go, or what do we got? 1, 2, 3. Whoa. What do I have? Did I accidentally buy 6 of them?
Shibuya ass niggas up to. Chat boys.
Okay. I think wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 accounts. Why is it showing me? Oh.
Wait, can the live stream hear me?
Yes, dude.
Shit. Hey guys.
Wait, why am I not able to add a group on Tradeaway right now? What is this? There we go. Okay. All right, we good. I got my Apex accounts ready to go. Locked and loaded 150s. Let me take a quick position here.
Order filled.
Oh god. That's loud. Is that loud? That's probably loud as shit. What made me go long on gold? This 15-minute inversion, and then we got a 1-minute flow model out of it. So that's what made me go long on gold. Okay, let me put up. Oh, there we go. All right. Is that good, guys? That's solid. So you guys can see the 150s as well. You guys can see if I take a trade on the 150s, you guys see the running balance on that. And then I have my Tradeify account that you guys see over here. My alpha ones are obviously on freaking Project X. All right, bro, let's get this gold trade moving. I'm not in an NQ trade right now, no. I literally just got into a quick one and sold it right away just so you guys could see this over here. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to see that. I'm not in anything on NQ. Only trade I have running right now is gold. That is the only trade I got running. NQ, I'm not really sure where this thing wants to go right now. We have this brand new 10 p.m. candle, which hasn't really done much. 5-minute gap.
Yeah, same with ES. No
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, just kind of chopping.
Are you guys looking for longs or shorts?
I want short into that 15-minute gap. 15-minute gap at 706. Do you go live on Discord during New York? Yeah, I do. Holy shit, gold? What a rip.
Gold actually be moving.
Bro, I'm telling you, when gold wants to move, it fucking moves. When it doesn't want to move though,
Just sits there, bro.
yeah, sometimes it does not move. Not gonna lie, it just sits there and does not move. But right now it's moving. The fact that gold is moving higher and NQ is still kind of stuck is low-key a good sign for gold. I'm telling, bro, I'm trying to put people on to gold, bro, slowly but surely. Everybody's gonna start switching over. If you guys see all my trader friends switching to gold and everybody's trading gold, like, it's because of me. Everybody was swearing against it, and then I put everybody on.
Hey, yo, we pumped from Nvidia's earnings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. Bro, gold is doing me right now. NQ, bro, I need it in this gap upstairs. This daily gap up here. This is my target. That's 2219. Basically 22,000. NQ would have died tomorrow. Like tomorrow and Friday, NQ would have fully died. It was ES that saved, or sorry, not ES. It was Nvidia that saved it, bro. Nvidia saved it.
Wait, why would it have died?
Bro, you didn't see the absolute dump we had? It was dying. And then 4 p.m. hit and it started pumping from Nvidia earnings.
Yeah, today was so weird though. It's like literally the whole market waited for Nvidia. I don't know what the hell was going on.
How long did it take you to understand the market? Bro, a long time. I feel like it's a constant thing. You never really fully understand the market, bro. You know what I mean? Even sometimes still to this day, I'll be confused about why the market is doing a certain thing. Like right now, why the fuck is NQ and gold both pumping at the same time? Not a damn clue. No idea. Right? There always going to be like questions that you'll have about the market and like why it's doing what it's doing. But for me to get like a decent understanding at least of the market, it took me like at least like 3 years, bro. 3 years of just charts every day. Gold is almost to that TP, first TP. We just got past this little high here, so we're gonna need to see some strength, and gold can get to TP1. Very close. NQ also inverted this fair value gap here. That was like the last one in this leg. Oh wow, no way was that short of my TP. You have a Discord? Yeah, I do.
What's a big move on gold?
This right here.
Like
And
10
I think
points?
this is like a, yeah, like 10 points is a pretty big move on gold, yeah.
Okay.
Cuz it's $100 per point with a mini. Like,
Oh, what?
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, wild.
I don't know what the hell gold is on, bro. I just need it to my first TP. I'm not questioning anything right now. As long as it gets to my first TP, we're good. What do you use as SMT for gold? Silver. Bro, can this, like, we were this close to my TP, 1 point. Can we just get there? Or am I going to have to manually just, like, trim this? Oh, gold. Oh my gold. Oh my gold. Guys, who caught that? Let's fucking go, bro. TP1 hit on gold, boys. TP1 hit on gold. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Can you check DMs?
What is so funny?
Man, I wish I caught these longs today.
Oh, Tate ticks, Tate ticks. Yo, guys, gold is fucking pumping, bro. Holy shit, let's go. Anybody catch that? Who caught that? Oh my god.
Yes, sir. We in these longs.
You caught that, Thanos?
In this Thanos.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Nice, bro. Let's fucking go, dude.
Eva.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was sick. I'm not gonna lie, that was sick.
Yeesh.
That move on gold was so good.
Yeah.
Let me just remove
hold on, I'm gonna
this.
be right back.
Pick this on a mini, bro.
Alright.
Yo, Key, what time are you ending the stream?
Whenever I like fall asleep in my seat, probably.
Are you think you're gonna stay up for London?
That's my goal right now. Caught some as well. Let's go, bro. Fire, fire, fire. Now, hold on.
Time zone's wrong on my trading. What the hell?
Fire. Why bullish on gold? Because we had a pretty cool setup, bro. A pretty nice setup. Guys, by the way, I'm gonna go break even on gold here now. On remainder of my gold, I'm break even. I don't know what the hell NQ is doing. Like inversing and re-inversing, and I don't know what the fuck it's doing, but thank you, gold. Thank you, gold. If gold gets yeah, what I'm gonna do is move my gold stop loss remainder of this position to that low right there, because if it cracks through all these up close candles and gets a bearish change in state of delivery, then that's a bearish setup playing out of this 15-minute gap, right? Which is no good. We don't want to see that. Like ideally, I would have wanted to see strength. I would have wanted to see this candle close like near the highs, right? But obviously it's like kind of pulling back a little bit. Trades free regardless. This is why we TP. But yeah, gonna just aggressively trail this stop now at this point. What's the difference between IFVG and BPR? BPR is an IFVG and another like new bullish FVG, like that matches up, lines up. Both are the same. How'd you get the 4-hour bar on the standard chart? That's pretty cool. It is an indicator called ICT HTF candles. And then I literally just have it changed to only the 4-hour candle. I'm gonna try to stay up for London too. I woke up for New York this morning early, so like obviously I don't know if I'm going to be capable of staying up until London, but if I can, then I will. When you started trading gold, or have you always traded? I've traded gold for a while. I just was into NQ more recently because it was better, you know, like NQ is good. But recently now it's been pretty shitty, so why we're trying gold out. Yeah, we have 1 hour, and then we also have 15-minute. Also, it's not fucking flow state, bro. That is somebody else's model. That is not mine. Like, these guys are clowns, bro. If you trade in London, it'll be in Discord. Bro, I'm going to be right here, bro. I'm going to be posted up right here on the live. Only thing I don't trade on live is New York. I trade that with Discord. You're going to be tired for New York session? I mean, I don't think New York session is going to do anything tomorrow. So if we get a cool trade in here in Asia, I'm not touching New York. Bro, this is building such nice low resistance liquidity to get a fat dump. I just don't know where it's going to fucking dump from, to be very honest.
I was gonna say I'm not long in ES
No,
anymore. 6,007.
it looks good to go lower because we've built up a lot of low resistance liquidity here. I just don't know where the hell it's going to go lower from. I have no clue. It's doing a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, New York was supposed to be nice tomorrow and Friday, but the issue is that we already have a 500-point move up. So whenever that happens, we tend to not really move for the remainder of the session. And that's what I think is going to happen New York tomorrow. New York Friday will be good. Sorry for the questions, but is the win rate approximately same as NQ? On gold, low key, it's a little bit better. I mean, if we're talking last 2 weeks, it's definitely a little bit better. Ooh. You coming live for FOMC? What? FOMC? What do you mean? What are you talking about? How do I know if price will continue or manipulate it at open? You look at the daily profile. So if we already manipulated into a PD array in London, then we're going to continue in New York, right? If we did not manipulate into a PD array in London, then it's going to manipulate into that PD array in New York. The daily profiles is like your answer to wherever the hell this 10 a.m. candle is going, right? If you want an easy way to develop a 10 a.m. 4-hour bias, you look at the daily profile. You look at exactly what Asia and London did. If Asia and London just consolidated, then you're going to see a reversal in New York. If Asia, let's just say in London, we hit a 4-hour fair value gap, right? For example, then naturally New York will be a continuation, right? Very obvious. New York will be a continuation. Go look at what happened here. Here's a little exercise for you. Go to the 4-hour time frame and go look at what happened last night, and then tell me what happened today. At 10 a.m. How do I know? Oh, I already answered that. Do you think June PA will be better than May? I mean, like statistically, summer PA is like not the greatest, but I hope it is. What'd you say, Sponge?
It better be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash out if it's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's your Doom Scroll sesh going over there, Ralph?
Is he still there? I thought he left. He dipped.
Send this guy back home, bro.
Yeah, I thought he was getting his flight.
Nah, bro. He's here forever. Do you trade Powell model? Why does everybody ask me that, bro? No, I do not trade Powell model. I don't even trade anything close to Powell's model, bro. It's not even slightly the same. I was with Powell for 2 weeks, and we did not take a single trade that was the same. Not
Why
one.
does everyone think you're Powell's disciple, bro?
Bro, it's just like it's just a thing. It's called Powell concepts. If you happen to top tick or bottom tick, you're cooked, bro. You're Powell's disciple. It doesn't even matter if you don't know who Powell is. Where do you think NQ goes from here at least overnight? Hopefully into this 15-minute gap, bro. I mean, this is set up really perfectly to get taken out. All these lows are set up way too perfectly to get taken out. So these eventually, these will get taken, right? It's just a matter of when. Wait, you're chill with Powell? Yeah, I'd call him right now, but he's probably asleep. It's like, what? I don't know what the hell time it is in Norway.
It's like 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah, he's knocked out. He's cooked, bro. Are you always live for Gold Asia? First time here? Nope. This is my first time doing this in a very long time. But I might do it because I would be doing this anyways. So now I get to do it in front of everybody. So cool. Will you trade NQ? If a good setup pops up, I will, bro. I'd love to. Yeah, not much here on ES or NQ really. I don't know. I feel like this has to get taken at some point. Why is he in Norway? He lives there, bro. Low key, you should, bro. I trade gold in New York, but I've been wanting to watch Asia. So gold New York, what I've noticed is gold New York is trash. Like really bad. But gold overnight, like Asia and London, really, really nice. So that's why I prefer trading gold in Asia and London as opposed to New York. Or like super, super early New York, gold might be good, but that's kind of it. Other than that, gold is like, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, Asia is the best. That is why we are here. And that is why we have... Oh my god, bro. I thought I just got the Apex email. Oh my fucking god. I was actually about to kill them. Yeah. What's next after the GT3? I gotta go like even crazier, bro, after the GT3. Probably like, damn, I don't know. Good question. I haven't even thought about that, bro. I just got the GT3. Maybe like a 765 LT. I have both, bro. I have live and I have props. Do you copy trade all your Apex together? Yeah. If I join the premium on Discord, what do I get other than the lives? I mean, the website will show you, bro. I'm not here to like sell up my fucking premium. If you want it, you can get it. And the WAP will show you everything you get on it. Yeah, there is hella resting sell side liquidity, bro. There is. That's why I like the short, but I don't see any like actionable setup here that this could, you know what I mean? I don't see any actionable setup at all. It's going lower. Link should be the first link in my bio. Or in the description of this live. Like if you just go under, you'll see the link. Okay, let's see. What is gold doing? Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice, very nice. If this gets CISD here, I'll move stop loss to this low right here, and I might add my 5 that I took off right back. Nobi when short 817.5. What are you talking about? The hell is he talking about? Is this your only trade? Yeah, this is the only trade I've taken here so far, yeah. It says right here 1-to-1. Ooh. Almost there on NQ, or sorry, gold. Shout out to Brez's grandfather for this, by the way.
Oh, you got Fiji?
Yeah. I'm funding the second GT3 RS.
The second one. And the first one already gone.
I don't know. For sale. What do you recommend RR for Apex 50K PAs, like risk-wise, mini or micro? Are you talking about eval or are you talking about funded? Talking about PA. Big difference in how I would trade either. Quick recap of why I took this trade. Yeah, we had an inversion gap right here. 15-minute inversion. We pulled into the 15-minute inversion on this candle right here at 10 p.m., right? So out of that candle, we got, where's the 10 p.m.? Right here. So out of that candle, we got the 1 minute change in state to the upside right there. And that held the entire time. I was a little late. I didn't see that initial entry. So I entered right here as close as I could to that change in state level. And yeah, I just wrote it up. Very simple. This is the flow model. So if you guys are confused, this is what I teach my Discord. This is what I teach you guys in here all the time on my YouTube. Checklist is right here, bottom right. If you want a picture of it, grab a picture. This is my model right here. Matter of fact, let's name it. There you go. So higher time frame PD array. In this case, the higher time frame PD array was the 15-minute inversion gap. Aligned time frame is the 1 minute. Liquidity sweep, SMT, change in state of delivery. All three of those things were there. Enter the trade. That's it. Simple. Lowest time frame I go is 15 minute. Better trade live account or prop? I think both are good. There's advantages to both of them. Live account, obviously, it's your money. You don't have to deal with any BS for like rules, payout, getting denied, you know, all that stuff. You don't have to deal with any of that. But props are good because there's props that exist like Alpha, Apex, where you can leverage multiple accounts and you can make, you know, 5x or 20x the money that you would on one. PA, if you go to my Twitter, bro, I have a tweet. If you just have to scroll down a little bit, I have a tweet on how I structure risk management on PA accounts. Or really any funded account. 50K, 150, and 250. I have it entire thing. So Tokyo session and London consolidate, then NY manipulation. And does London manipulation equals New York continuation? Yes, exactly. That is exactly right, ERD. Gold SMTs with silver. No, lowest time frame to look for a PD array is the 15-minute. Lowest time frame for a PD array is the 15. Is it possible that the market opens flat or even down tomorrow? I don't know if I've seen such a big after hours pump. No, this is not even that big of an after hours pump, bro. We've seen way bigger than this. Pause. But I think most likely market stays flat tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. What do you look for in the 1 minute? This right here, the last three: liquidity sweep, SMT, change state delivery, which I'm actually looking for right here. 9 seconds. This closes. Then we move this stop higher into that low. We get the closure. We have a closure, boys. I'm gonna add, like, of my 5 that I had initially, I'm gonna add 3 of them back there, so my stop still stays break even, basically. All right, I added my contracts back. I added 3 of them back. Indicator, it's called Checklist by Taz FX. How much is a good amount for a live account? I think, like, bro, I think you can do some damage with like $1,000 live account. Not gonna lie. I think $1,000 live account is really, really solid. You don't, like, realistically, bro, you don't need a ton of money, bro. You really don't. This is basically your second chance to get in on gold now. Second stab. Since I'm not touching these apexes, I'm gonna log out and I'll log into the account that I currently have here so you guys can see the current balance on this thing. All right, can you guys see that pretty well? Should be able to see it pretty well, right? That's about as good as it'll get right there. Is it too late if I hop in gold now? No, I mean, you can. Setup hasn't invalidated until it hits my break even here. But I'm not taking a loss on this. I would just go break even and that's it. So if you're going to enter this here, you will take a loss on it if it ends up being an L. For me, it would be break even. Do you mainly look for RR or just any amount of profits? Definitely RR, bro. I look for 2-to-1 minimum RR. Bro, it's like impossible for me to narrow this. That's the issue. I'm not gonna be able to. Damn, NQ, bro, pumping. You know what I could do is... There you go. You guys see? You can see it in the bottom right now. MNQ 15 minute. You guys can see it now, all right? Is that better? All right. There you go. How do I trade future Apex using wealth charts? Bro, I honestly don't know because I don't trade wealth charts. Like I only trade of 8. Checklist isn't popping up for me on TradingView. I mean, if you put in the checklist by TazFX, it'll pop up. What's the way for NQ? Bro, I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is doing. It's not doing anything, so I'm just waiting and watching. I'm not about to force anything, right? But gold is going. Gold is doing good, so we're going to stick with that. How often do you trade Asia? Usually every night, bro. So if the price liquidates a higher time frame PDRA in New York session and inverts a PDRA, would that be the reason for you to be bearish per session? And if it didn't invert, would you be looking for a continuation? Yeah. If it inverts, then yeah, that would be me. That I would go bearish. Are we selling now? No, we're not doing anything. We're waiting on hands. Settings on ICT HCF indicator. Everything's off except for 4 hour, and I have one 4 hour candle up. Do you execute trades on TradingView or TradeAvate? I execute them on TradingView. I have TradeAvate linked up, obviously, right here, but I execute them on TradingView. Only reason I have TradeAvate up at all, like this little chart, the only reason I have this up at all is so you guys can see the current, like the total balance that I'm up for the day across whatever I'm trading. No, we're not supposed to be selling, bro. Just because we're in a bearish FVG does not mean we sell. You need an actual entry model. My entry model did not show up there. My entry model showed up for the bullish, right? Because we have two FVGs. We have a bearish right here, the big bearish one, and then you have a bullish one directly underneath, right? We have both of them. So how are you going to decide which one you trade? Right? Why are you not longing? Why are you shorting that upper 15? Why are you not longing the lower 15? Well, the way you deal with that and know which one to trade is you have a specific entry model, like I do right here in the bottom right. This is my model. And if this model shows up out of the bullish one, then I'll just trade the long. If it shows up in the bearish one, then I'll gladly take the short, right? I have no issues with that. It's just my model needs to show up and then I take the trade. What were you sick with last week? I think I just had a cold, bro. I still kind of do. I'm like a little stuffy. How do you account for the 3 large 15-minute candles? Would you combine them for the PDRA or just use the last FVG? 3 large 15-minute candles? What do you mean? On NQ? There's no, I mean, there's no PDRA here in these 3 large 15 minutes. There's just this tiny little 15-minute gap. That's it. We think for Nasdaq for tomorrow, I think it makes the move like now, overnight. I don't think New York is going to be good for Nasdaq. Yo, are you guys still in here? Neither of you guys are talking. Thanos, are you still in the trade?
I'm in here.
Yeah, I'm still in the trade.
Did you add with me or no?
Yeah,
WWWW.
just letting it run. Scrolling.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
Yeah. But NQ, man, it's doing nothing right now.
Yeah, I know.
This has exhausted all his juice, bro. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. All the juice went over into fucking gold, bro. Look, it's going.
Crazy, bro. Oh my god.
I needed to crack those highs. This thing is so free. Was in your Discord turn 1K into 4K in a week. You're a beast, bro. Why the hell are you not still in it, buddy? That's the real question. Bro, low key, like if I can make my money here, I'm locking the hell out and I'm not trading tomorrow, New York. No reason to. Right? Especially if you like bank here. What 4-hour candle do you use in Asia session? You can use the 6 p.m. You can use the 10 p.m. Right now we're using the 10 p.m. And then we'll use the 2 a.m. as well. If I make it that far. Yeah, passed my first Elon, got my first payout all myself. I'm self-taught, been learning for 3 years. That's fire, bro. Hell yeah. I could have sworn I'd seen you in the Discord though, Hayden. Maybe that's a different one, but that's fire, bro. Do you ever just aim for 2R and out, or always in nearest discount, buy side, sell side? Oh my god, gold, bro. Let's fucking go. So minimum, I'm looking for 2R for whatever trade I take. Minimum is 2R. But I usually target like swing highs, swing lows, or fair value gaps, right? You have to like, you got to see where the move, what is sponsoring the move, and then you can identify where the move's going to go, right? If it's a fair value gap sponsoring the move, then we're looking for a high. That's why I have my TP at this high. If this move was sponsored by a sweep of sell side, then I'm looking for a fair value gap inside the range. Very, very simple. Internal to external, external to internal. Too late to enter long on gold, bro. Are we serious or are we dead ass? We cannot be for real right now, right?
I did not know gold have motion like this. Crazy.
Bro, gold has crazy amounts of motion. Especially during Asia, bro.
Yeah, Asian motion, bro.
Asians love gold, bro. Asians and the Jew K people, they love their gold.
I'm gonna have to tap in.
Guys, we're at,
Took half off. This is nice.
yeah, this is super nice. We're at 1100 for the night already. We deadass just started this.
W.
W's in the chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
AA bans my goat too, someone just said. Oh my god, bro. Can you ban people in there? Is that possible?
Is he gonna focus?
Man,
Fuck.
gotta hit him with a bad hammer.
That's your goat? W goat. W goat.
Yo, that is crazy. Yo, free him, bro.
All the mentorship spots sold out, bro. He had to fucking lock in.
The last free spots are finally filled.
That's free. That's the go-to, bro.
Yo, guys, I better see some W's being spammed. I'm recording a video. Everybody spam W's. Let's go. Fire, bro. NQ fucking dumping now. Gold's pumping now. Is doing what we want it to do. Is doing what we want it to do.
Yes, missed my level by like 2 ticks. The hell?
I'm gonna take like 2 off
Filled.
here on gold. We got 6. 6 left. 6 left. Moving stop loss a little bit higher. There's no shot that I take red on this trade anymore, ever. I'm simply always going to stay green on this trade now. Why are you bullish on gold in the first place? 15-minute IFVG and 1-minute flow model. If you trade gold in Asia, you don't need to trade other sessions. Exactly, bro. That is exactly right. That is why I'm here. That's what I'm trying to preach to the people. To the people. Fuck.
Thanos, I thought you were going to sleep, bro. What happened?
I don't even
Yeah,
know
this
what
guy,
happened.
bro. Watching Mission Impossible, right? Get to the good part. This guy's like, I'm going bad.
Oh, dude, I watched Mission Impossible in theaters. Bro, dude, that movie was like 3 hours long, bro.
No, not the new one, because we're fucking.
Yeah, I'm talking about the new one. It was 3 hours long. Oh, you were watching the old one.
So long.
Bro, it's like 2.5 hours or some crazy shit.
3 hours of Tom Cruise, bro.
Bro, we walked into the theater at 6 p.m. We didn't leave until like 9. It was retarded, bro.
Wild. Is the last one, ain't it?
Is it the last one?
Has to
I
be,
don't know.
bro.
I thought
Dude's
that's the whole
literally
point.
dying.
Wait, what's it called? It's called like Mission Impossible. Like the Final Reckoning. Yeah, surely.
Dude,
Yeah, maybe.
legs, bro.
Maybe
Live
it is the
forever, bro.
last
Got
one.
That Scientology thing, bro.
Oh yeah, billion-year contract.
Yeah.
So you trade NQ in New York and gold in Asia? Exactly. That's exactly right. Check the Cobras then. Where's the flow model checklist indicator? Do you have an indicator for SMTs? No. But the indicator that is being developed for me from 2 degrees, if you guys know 2 degrees, they make like all the greatest indicators. They're making an indicator for me for my model. Which is basically just gonna alert you whenever like an A+ setup pops up. That indicator has built-in like SMT. Because I don't like any of the SMT indicators, so I had them basically like code my own thing. How much does real-time data cost you on TradingView? Bro, the real-time data is the CME Mercantile Index. I think it's like less than $10 a month.
7 or 8 or something.
Yeah, it's not much. I think it's like $7 or $8.
We have to get the normal essential subscription.
And by the way, I'm really enjoying your stream. Super laid back and enjoyable to watch and learn. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know what? I might stream every day just because of that comment now. I wasn't going to, but now I might. Can you break down the 1 minute entry model? Okay, just so okay, in an effort for me to not be like super repetitive to everybody that is listening, if you guys have any questions about my model or the way that I trade, I post trade breakdowns of the trades that I take with my Discord just about every single day. And if you go to my channel right now and you go to the videos, you will see all of the trade breakdowns, okay? And so you can check those trade breakdowns out. I explain my model in there, and all of the trades that I take, I go through and explain the entire thing top to bottom, including my model, okay? So you guys can watch those, and that'll be like a more in-depth explanation than I can give you on here, okay? Because I'm going to try to keep things like brief and moving, because there's questions coming through like every minute, right? So that's the best way for you to get a better understanding of my model, is by going and watching those videos. I'm going to try to trade in London, bro. I don't know if I'm going to be awake. Like, I'm going to try to, but I'm at some point I'm going to get tired. So
Open in 4 hours.
yeah, 2 a.m. No, 3 hours. I have a big problem with how to find drawn liquidity and narrative. Can you help me? I have all the time wrong bias. Okay, I have great news for you, bro. I'm doing a 30-day series on here on YouTube completely for free, and I'm pretty sure day 7 or 8, one of those two, is drawn liquidity. Again, go to my YouTube videos, go to the videos. You will see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and all of them are titled. And there's one for drawn liquidity there. All right. Your chart color candles are on some grandmaster level shit. Yeah, I am the creator of these chart colors. So if you see anybody else using them, they are LARPing them off of me. Like, for example, Shinobi, I did give him these candle colors, and then he decided that he wanted to go and give them out to the entirety of TikTok. So they are mine. They are mine. Do you prefer CISD or FVG or IVG entries? Always CISD, bro. Always CISD. This is going to be the most, that's going to be like the highest confirmation entry that you can get. It's more confirmation than IFVG, more confirmation than an FVG. Shinobi said they were his? No, he did not. Are you serious? This lying sack of shit. Yeah, bro. I thought the Indian kids stick together. I'm not fucking Indian, bro. Never say that again. Somebody said Shinobi's a fat lard, bro. What the fuck? What the hell? Bro, where do all the Shinobi haters spawn in from, bro?
Yeah, I know. It's like the bat signal. They will just come, bro.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was funny.
This guy actually genuinely thought I was Indian, bro. It's crazy work. Alpha futures over Top Step. They're both good. I like them both, bro. Only reason why I would choose Alpha over Top Step is higher max payout. So their rules are slightly better than Top Step. But both are really good firms. Really, really good firms. No, because you got a promo with them? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Bro, Luigi cannot fuck with me, bro. Luigi cannot fuck with me. Gold, beautiful, bro. Like, so nice. And then NQ has been, NQ is at the same price that it was at 10:30. It's now 11:30. Crazy work, bro. I need to know who's in charge of NQ, bro. Who's the dev in charge? Because I got to talk to him. Have you finished all of ICT's mentorships? No, bro. You do not need everything that he yaps about. Do not. You need like a certain amount of information, and that's it. Beyond that, you don't need anything. The rest of the stuff that I know ICT wise, I've found through either not ICT or by like literally just studying the charts. Use higher time frame alignment, right? If you have both a 1 hour and 15-minute PD array, I don't know whether to use a 5-minute or a 1 minute. Yesterday, I tried 1 minute on Q and lost, then saw the 5-minute didn't form the entry model. Yeah, the higher the time frame, the better it is, right? Higher time frame holds more value, more weight. So if you have an hourly PD array, like an hourly fair value gap, and then a 15-minute fair value gap, the setup that's going to hold more weight is going to be the 1 hour and the 5-minute, as opposed to the 15 and the 1. Right? Very simple. Why the 4-hour bar instead of a 1 or 2 hour? Because on the 4-hour, you can like see a very clear market maker buy model, market maker sell model forming, especially if you're a lower time frame like 5 or 15. On a 1 hour, I only have like what? Wait. Yeah, on a 1 hour, I only have 4 15-minute candles, and that's it. The 1 hour is over. Like, I'm not saying that you can't use the 1 hour. You can use even a 15-minute, right? You can use a 5-minute, 30-minute, whatever you want. I just prefer to use the 4-hour. Also, 4-hour, realistically, 4 hours is going to give me two trades, right? Either it's going to be the reversal that I catch or it's going to be a continuation. And then that's it. I try to keep my trade frequency fairly low. I'm not the kind of guy that you're going to see on here taking 50 fucking trades in one session, right? That's not me. I'm not a scalper. I catch the entire move. That's my goal, is to catch the move from as close as I can to the bottom of that 4-hour candle to the highs, right? That's my specialty. I don't trade like a small little piece of that move. I try to catch a good chunk of the move, and that's it. I leave it at that, right? So that's why the 4-hour works better for my trading style. Now, if you're more of a scalper, then yeah, it absolutely makes more sense for you to be able to use a 15-minute or a 1-hour, 30-minute, you know, whatever you want. That's kind of up to you. That's like your discretion. But the model doesn't change. The model's the same. Why are you using the 1 minute with a 4-hour move? What? Where am I using the 1 minute with a 4-hour move? I'm only using the 1 minute because it's out of a 15-minute PRA, and that's the aligned time frame, right? And then obviously that trade, even though it's on a 1 minute and it's coming out of a 15-minute fair value gap, is framed around the 4-hour candle. If this 4-hour candle, I'll give you an example right now. If this 4-hour candle did not manipulate into this 15-minute IFVG and then made a move higher, I would not be trading longs, okay? Does this make sense to you guys? This 4-hour candle needs to manipulate in order for me to be able to frame a long trade. Otherwise, I don't take it. So any trade that I take, the 4-hour candle it forms the narrative, okay? If the 4-hour candle does not, the development of this 4-hour candle does not make sense, right? Then I'm not taking that trade at all. Period. So because this 4-hour move was sponsored from a 15-minute IFVG, we know that this is a proper manipulation leg, and I can confidently trade longs with an upside draw on liquidity. If this did not manipulate, then there is no real confident draw on liquidity I have to the upside. That's just me pattern trading, gambling. You know, it's not like real trading. Do you feel like waiting for the 4-hour open has you missing some moves? Yeah, bro, absolutely. I don't give a shit about missing moves, bro. You guys got to understand, you're not going to catch every move in the market that takes place. That's not your job. Your job is not to catch every move. Your job is to catch a certain move or a certain piece of that move when your entry model shows up. That's your job, right? So I don't care if I miss some moves. I've missed so many moves I can't even count, bro. I've probably left like hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. Do I care? No. Does your silver chart also lack wicks? I don't know. I have not opened it. NQ finally moving to the downside, I see. Another 15-minute OB near your
Bro, this shit
TP,
edged
yeah.
up by like 2 ticks, bro. On ES.
What, for short?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the night to be trading NQ or ES, it looks like.
Definitely not.
I just woke up, didn't look on charts. I have trouble determining bias. What should I do when I come on charts? I don't know. Top-down analysis? Gold. Yes, bro. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yo, what's silver's ticker? Trading view. Yeah. Yeah. It's SL1 for silver. Silver's SL1. Gold is GC1. Well, wrong way, gold. Wrong way. What type of PDRA do you use for trading on your medium time frame every day? What do you mean medium time frame? I'm looking now at 4 hour. I see this current candle. Would you be looking for short since it hasn't manipulated down? You talking about NQ or gold? I got two different charts up. Yeah, I'm looking for NQ to go lower, bro. I'm trying to have it go lower into that 15-minute gap that we have. That's what I really want. I'm new to trading, and I was studying ICT mentorship in concepts, but then I saw a video claiming he's a fraud. Any thoughts? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, bro. At the end of the day, the concepts work. Everything works. It's just a matter of what works for your personality as a trader. There's people that make money using patterns. There's people that make money using head and shoulders and double tops and bottoms and, you know, shit like that. There's people that make money using just market intuition. People that make money using EMAs and MACD crosses and RSI divergences and all this shit, bro. There's people that make money doing anything and everything. It's just a matter of what works for your personality. For me, I was making money doing other things too. It's just that I had a a solid understanding. I had a real understanding of how and why the market was doing certain things when I started trading with ICT. It worked very well with my personality. I could develop a mechanical model, right? That was like my goal from the start, is I wanted a very mechanical model, like a checklist, literally just like this, where I could check off certain things, and if those things get checked off, boom, I'm in my trade. That's it. And I accomplished exactly that, and it's been very good. So for me, I wouldn't say that ICT concepts are a fraud. Maybe ICT himself is a fraud. Maybe, yeah. Are the concepts fraud? No. Hourly and 15-minute. It usually ends up being. Usually, it's a fair value gap. I would say majority of the time, it's a fair value gap. Why do you trade with such little size compared to your account? Okay, I know you could be touching like 5 to 10K days, because I'm using multiple different accounts. So what shows here as a $1,000 day is 5,000 total, because I'm trading across 5 accounts. Does that make sense? So yeah, I mean, I'm leveraging multiple different accounts, so I don't need to like put on a lot of risk per account, if that makes sense. It's not one account. Are you talking about the 15-minute from 7:05? Yes. 15-minute from 7:05.
Gold is still going. That's crazy.
Yeah, pulled back a little bit. Just a tad. Wait, are you actually trading right now outside of the New York session? Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Does everything on your checklist need to be met for you to take a trade? Yeah, for an A+ trade, yeah. Sometimes if one of those things is not met, but the draw is still incredibly clear, I'll still take the trade. I'll just go half size because it's not A+, right? So size down for that.
This is crazy. It's literally a flat line.
Yeah, it is, actually. It is, like, insufferable, bro. But gold is moving.
W golds.
Yeah, at least we got that going for us. How come you chose this high for TP and not to close the session high? Like New York PM high, there are stacked highs up to that New York PM high. Just because I don't know if it's gonna move enough in order for me to target New York PM highs. That like I like those a lot. I like New York PM highs. I like these. I really do. But realistically, how long is it gonna take for that move to happen? This move is like realistic. We can achieve this in 2 15-minute candles, right? And I can like easily call it a day from that. Up there, now we're like, that's an extra 15 points on gold. That's a lot. So, I don't know. We got a bearish setup here on gold as well. So, I'm gonna be watching this on the lower time frame because I will clip this in profit here if it doesn't get a move up. Well, here, I would hope it gets a move like right around this area. We have a little bullish 15-minute gap here too. So yeah, this could be in grounds for another entry for sure. Only thing is we have a bearish entry model here that took place from the upper 15-minute too. So definitely be a little careful. Yeah, same PO3 strat on gold. Same thing. Nothing changes, bro, for me. Strategy and entry model is the same regardless of the asset class. Is your buyers further on the 4 hour should do manipulator? Yes. I'm just on GC1, bro. This is MGC1 right here. What do you think about orb? Yeah, what Market Maven said, bro. That is what I think about orb. Or like realistically, bro, I don't have anything bad to say about any entry model or any strategy because you can make it all work. When do you typically aim for the very highs like Ugui was saying? If I see that there's like a decent amount of volume, enough volume for us to get to that high. Right now it's like not the greatest. All right, right around here, I would like to see this like sort of bottom out. If we continue lower and we put in like a bigger bodied candle here on this 15-minute, brand new 15-minute, I'm just gonna close this in profit without even letting it get to my stop. So we gotta like get a reversal here soon on gold, and a move up. I'm muted? No, I'm not. Am I? I'm not muted. Um, how old are you? I'm 23. Your new Porsche is amazing. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that very much. Does the SMT need to be on the aligned time frame? It can be on any time frame, bro. I'm not very strict with like SMT rules. If you see it on one time frame, chances are you're gonna see it on basically every time frame. When do you choose 5-minute CSD versus 1 minute? All right.
I'll see you guys in a
Sweet
bit.
dreams,
Been a fun
sweetheart.
chat. Goodbye.
When do you choose 5-minute CSD versus 1-minute CSD when PDA overlap? If they overlap, more often than not, I'll use the higher time frame one. If it's like super far away, then and I'm still confident in in the draw, then I'll use the lower time frame. I think NQ displays higher and we create breaker. Do you stream New York? Yeah, I don't stream here. I stream in my Discord for New York. We're starting to get a little bit of a balance here on GLD. We can close above here. This will be another change in state to the upside coming out of a 15-minute coming out of a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So this will be good. Then I can move my stop up to this low, more trailing, saving and preserving capital. I'm not going to add anything else to this position. I'm just going to let it rock with the 6 that I have here and leave it at that. All right, there we go. We're getting the closure. And there you go. There's another change in state of delivery. This can be another entry now. I'm not taking it, but if you would, this is what it would look like. Stop loss there, and then, you know. What were you saying, Thanos?
No, that's perfect. The change in state.
Yeah.
Are you trading 150s?
No, this is a Tradeify 100K that I'm on right now. I should take this on my... Fuck. I should just take this on my... On... Fucking my Apexes, but it's too late now. Yeah, there's no real manipulation leg on this 4-hour candle at all. Lower or higher, there's nothing there. Actually higher, you could argue this rejection block here. But lower, there's no manipulation leg at all. So, more likely that this goes lower than it does higher. This one might stop me out on gold. It's close. 1 point away. Where would SL go after the CISD to the upside of the gold? It would go like underneath the invalidation of the CISD. So we got CISD here. Stop loss would go here. That's why I trailed it from this low to this low. So now the stop loss is like well into profit. NQ right back up, bro. Yeah, NQ's like actually untradeable right now. You cannot trade NQ. Possible. What do you think makes a trader profitable? Strategy or the mind? I would say about 10% of it is the strategy, and the rest of it is all psychological, bro. All psychological beyond that. Once you have an actual strategy, the rest of it is all in your head. That's why I say this all the time, but it's like, bro, it's literally you standing in your own way. You are the problem. How long would you stay in the trade for? Just the 4 hours all the way to TP? All the way to TP, bro. Well, however long it's gonna take for me to hit TP, or stop loss. This thing is like actually twerking on my stop loss level right now, but it hasn't filled me. So I don't know what the plan is here. What do you do with the money you make? 'Cause I made 5 figures this month. Should I put it in long-term investments or like some swing positions? You could do either, bro. Me personally, I would for sure take some and put it in long-term investments. Pretty much anything is a good buy right now. Um, like, bro, if you bought Nvidia for this fucking before the earnings beat, you would already be up like 10% on your position. Big blue chip names, big tech, you probably want to use for like long-term investing. Or just throw it in some sort of a fund. Let's say kind of like your call to make, or you stack up a little bit more bread and you go real estate route. That's something that I highly recommend. You literally cannot lose money there. So that's where I would put my money, and I would continue putting my money into those places until you are comfortably making passive income from those avenues, and then go blow your money on something like a car, or whatever else. You're now monitoring the 1 minute. You just take your entry, go back to the 15. Yep, that's it. No way, just flipped red to green right off my stop. Crazy work. I'm not buying it just yet. I'm not buying it just yet, bro. How can you automate real estate? Because I wouldn't want to do everything, like have some employees. You have property managers that would do everything for you. Or if you do like long-term long-term leases, like a year-long lease and whatnot, bro, you'd be totally fine for the most part. Real estate is way too inflated at the moment. Yeah, I've heard that for the last, I think, 4 years. 4 or 5 years I've heard that, and the real estate market has only gone up. So you have to terminate US citizenship to qualify to be tax-free in another country. Nope. Puerto Rico. All right, so NQ, now that midnight is open, NQ does need to go lower and manipulate under midnight. Like, this is a fact. It does need to do so. So I'm going to be watching this to see what it does here soon, because we got to go under midnight in order for us to go higher. Right? And if we push higher, then it needs to come back lower towards midnight. So this midnight level, which is this thin blue line you're going to see on my chart right here, this midnight low, this is basically going to act as a magnet for price. If we go up too far away from it, it's going to pull price back. When we go lower, it's going to pull price back up higher. How do you remain so calm in the market? That's the one thing I struggle with, bro. Just experience. Majority of it is experience, but also like trusting in yourself and your model, right? I've seen this exact trade that I'm executing right now. I've seen this trade play out thousands of times, whether it's through backtesting or whether it's live in the market. I've seen this exact setup play out thousands of times. So I know what this setup does, right? Like, I know the data behind this setup. I know everything there is to know. So I have complete trust in the setup. Whether this goes to my stop loss or my TP does not affect me at all, right? It affects me not at all, not even the slightest bit. Not only because I would still be green on the trade, but also because I know over a certain period of time, over, let's say 5 years, I know the setup is profitable. I know the model is profitable. So it doesn't really bother me too much. NQ pulling back towards midnight here. Let's see if it gets below midnight now. If it gets below midnight, that's good. We can start like maybe looking for longs. I have no idea where from. If it's gonna bounce around here inside of this range, no idea. But I needed another 80 points lower into that 15-minute gap, and then I can get some nice longs on NQ. Until then, this gold trade's gonna hold me over. How much do you risk percentage-wise per trade? I have no idea what it is percentage-wise. I don't risk based off of that. I risk based off of R multiple, and I have like a static dollar amount that I'll risk per trade. Can you tell me what the 4-hour candle you have to the right and how you use it? I use it to identify where that candle is manipulated and where it can distribute to. In simpler terms. How to find drawn liquidity? Go to my YouTube, go into videos, and either day 7 or day 6, one of the days is my drawn liquidity video. Watch that. It's in my series. They're all titled like day 1, day 2, day 3. Find the one that says drawn liquidity. Watch that. Yeah, we do have SMT at the highs as well. Thank you. What do you have marked with the red box? That's just the Asia sesh. Causing a ruckus in your hood? Damn. You have to get him out. Why? Sorry, Key. You know I gotta try pumping my WAP numbers up. Freaky J. Jay, I don't think it'll let you even post links, brother. How much is sauce is that vid though? I don't know what that means. I know a lot of people that trade don't talk about it. Does it ever feel boring to repeat the same stuff every day and just do whatever after? To me, it gets kind of boring sometimes. Yeah, it can. That's why you gotta have like you gotta have some sort of like a hobby, bro. Beyond just trading. Some shit that you could do after you hop off the charts, right? I think it's important to have that. Otherwise, your life is going to be very boring because chances are everybody else around you works 9 to 5s or goes to college or, you know, whatever the case might be. I guarantee majority of you guys are like the only traders. You don't know anybody else in your real life that's trading. So, yeah, it's going to be very fucking boring for you. For me, that's cars, bro. Like I just enjoy cars, so I'll drive my car, or I'll like, you know, I'll link up with a bunch of friends, you know, whatever the case might be. Go golfing. Steel, bro. Steel, let's fucking go, dude. When's our next exotic trip, bro? I'm gonna be in the Hamptons like the rest of this month, starting June 9th. Not this month, next month. June 9th, I'm in the Hamptons. And then after that, I come to maybe to Miami in July, potentially. So come through, bro. I'll see you there. With your indicator when it comes out, is it going to signal alerts from higher time frame PDAs to entries? Yes, it is. Are mitigated PDAs considered as manipulation, or the PDAs must not be mitigated ones? I look for fresh PDAs. I don't like mitigated ones. I want fresh ones. Here in why I live in I don't live in New York, but we got a house in the Hamptons for like almost a month, so I'm gonna be there for quite some time. Would you consider catching 100 200 pips a day more than enough? Honestly, bro, I don't know, like I don't know pips, bro. Not gonna lie, I don't know pips. I never got into forex, so like I don't know what the hell pips are. No idea what 100 pips totals to. Is backtesting a good hobby? No, it's not. AM live today or tomorrow since you haven't slept yet? Maybe, potentially. Has your doom scroll sesh ended? You want to say hi to my stream? They can't hear you, nor can they see you. They can't hear you, nor can they see you. Here, bro.
Yo, how's it going?
I don't know if anybody knows who you are. Come into the stream. Come into the mic camera. Why? What do you mean? Yo, guys, who knows who that is, bro? Aren't we too overextended to go higher? There's no such thing as overextended, bro. You out? How long DTR stay in every curb? I don't know, bro. He won't leave. Been telling him to leave and he won't go, so. He's gonna be here a while. There we go. Nasdaq under midnight now. As expected. I didn't realize how cheap Airbnbs in Dubai were. Might go in a couple weeks. How cheap are they? The hell? I don't know how cheap they are. So you trade order flow. How can I learn? No, I do not trade order flow. How fast do you typically go break even on trade? It takes me a while, bro. I go break even after usually if a PD array is created, I'll move my stop loss to break even because that PD array should support price. All right. What's gold gonna do? I don't fucking know, bro. It's like twerking on my stop loss right now, so I have no idea what the hell it's gonna do. Indicator that gives checklist is called checklist by Taz FX. Put it up right there. Checklist by Taz FX. Silver looks like hell. Bro, I haven't even, like, let's see. SL1. Nope. Silver. Futures. What the fuck? The hell is this thing even doing?
Gold is playing around too much.
Yeah, I know. It needs to just do it, and it's like it's just been sitting here. At least it hasn't hit the stop yet. I mean, it's just fucking chilling.
It's a tick away from me.
Did you get your Porsche from Limited Spec? No. I got my Porsche from George Saliba in New Jersey.
Oh, there we go.
Have you traded NQ much this month with this dog water price action? Yeah, I have. Here and there. When you come into Africa, bro, dude, I was just there. I was in Morocco. You from New Jersey? No. After you get your first payout, did it become easier to get payouts? Yes, bro. 100%. It's like a snowball effect. After you get your first payout, the rest of them just come easily. I made a video about this too. My first payout versus my third payout. Huge difference, bro. Massive, massive fucking difference. your biggest achievement in life so far? That's a good question. I'm gonna have to think about that for a second. Chop fest on both charts. Yeah, bro, literally. Gold was doing well. Now it's just kind of chopping, but it'll move. It'll move one way or another.
Stop filled.
Why did it fill me for like half the position? It stopped me for half the position, and the other half is still in. Um. Huh. Trade of 8 over Alpha Ticks. No, I like Alpha Ticks too. I love Alpha Ticks. The Project X platform I like in general. I'm a fan of it. Andrew, yo, what's good, bro? Yeah, that was hella weird, bro. It stopped me for half the position. The other half is still in. I'm about to just close it. I don't know. It's still up $900 on the day, even if I close this here. So no big deal, but that was fucking weird. NQ has nice SMT on the 4-hour, nice CIZ. Why not taking a short into an internal liquidity? There's no PDRA to trade out of for me. I'm not saying it's like I'm all for the short. Like I want this to go lower into that 15 minute, and eventually we'll do that. It's just my model has not been presented here, so I am not going to take a trade here.
Stop filled.
All right, there we go. Got out of that. I'm gonna let that rock for a little bit. But I think this NQ could be like decent. We're using Apex right now. No, this was my Tradeify account. I don't know why it executed on 2 different contracts. It executed on MGCM and then MGCQ as well. Very fucking weird. But I am about to low key might get onto my Apexes for NQ potentially. We have 7 minutes left till this closes. So if this pulls into this candle here, I think it could be solid. These lows are just stacked like way too nice, bro. I'm telling you, these lows are entirely too nice. It has to get through. Especially now that we have midnight here. I think it should make a move through into that 15-minute. Nice 4-hour here as well. Looking for short, Sizzy. I'm looking for short. Let me log into these apexes. All right. We are on the apex. Let's do some damage. Do some fucking damage here. No, I was not looking for longs. Longs I'm looking for down here, bro. 706. That bullish 15-minute gap. That's where I would like longs. Through here, I don't like longs. I need it to go a little bit lower. What? How long did Shinobi mentor you before you went on your own? He said you're one of his biggest turnaround students. Bro, you guys have fucking lost it, bro. I've been trading since before Shinobi started trading. Where do you guys get this information? There's no way he actually said that either. You guys are fucking feeding me bullshit. He would never say that. Shinobi taught ICT concepts to ICT. Yeah, I can see it. I can see that being factual information. Seems pretty legit. I wonder if this is gonna fly if we inverse this. All right, we inversed it. Let's see. I'm not gonna take this. I'm just gonna watch here. Tape read, a little bit of tape reading. Because this is going against my 4-hour bias, right? So like this is not generally something I would take here. But we could watch it. If I enter, you guys are gonna see this move right here. So 900 on one account, and these are the 150 Apex evals that I just purchased that I want to pass. Maybe. Wow. Loki should have taken it, huh? Damn. That went. No, these are Apex, bro, not Alpha. Apex. Code is the same, by the way. Code is key for Apex as well. If you guys are trying to buy Apexes. We do have LRLR to the upside on Q, right? Yeah, into about here. Also have LRLR to the downside as well. Whichever one is actionable. Like we have a clean setup playing off of this one. So nice. 2.6R. And did anybody take this? Or are we all just tape reading this right now? I had a limit in FVG. Which one? Got hit. The inversion got hit. Did you see the biggest Apex payout to Jade Cap? Yeah. I was just with him in Florida. Yeah, it is. It is seeing a little bit of resistance here at 21.8K. Let's see what it does. How do you like Jade Cap trading style? I don't know how he trades. I know he trades ICT, but I don't know exactly what his model is. Let's see. It's getting above now. Should push here. $20 seconds on this close. The way this candle closes here is going to be pretty important. This mean no NY stream tomorrow? Okay, bro. Nah, I might still do NY stream tomorrow. Realistically, I'm trying to take like one more trade here and then I'll probably be out. So we can definitely still do NY PM or NY AM stream. Do you still trade the 10 AMP03? Yeah, of course. How do you feel about taking trades 10 to 20 minutes before an opening / closing hourly candle? That's fine with me. I'm okay with it. Right now we are what, 8 minutes away from this 1 a.m. opening, so when's the last time you got a good 10 a.m. PO3? I think it was like a few days ago, bro. Made a trade recap on it. It's for sure been choppy, but this week specifically was horrible because of the NVIDIA earnings and FOMC meeting minutes. So Monday, Tuesday, and early Wednesday, trash. Tomorrow was supposed to be good, and then we got this 500 point pump overnight. So it's looking more like we consolidate tomorrow. And Friday should be, in theory, a pretty good trading day. Let's see how this closes. I might take like a late entry here coming up to these highs at like 817. Like half decent closure there. Might look to get into this soon here.
Order filled.
I'm gonna try that. Let me actually. Oh fuck! It's on Tradeovate. Okay, I am in this. I look to TP at 817. Right here. 817. We just need some speed through 800s here. Some speed through 800s and this will be good. Okay, like that, but I want to see closure. We just wicked. I need to see a closure here. That was a nice push though. There we go. 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 Okay, give me a close. Give me a close. This entry was the bottom, bro. If anybody took that, I was like, perfect. Stop for me is right here. 10 points. Not the greatest closure. I mean, we're still holding 800, so that's good. Just no volume here at all, bro. Whatsoever. Zero volume.
Stop filled.
Oh. Big ad dump. I mean, the original trade would. I didn't want to risk like the original amount of risk here. Taking a smaller trade here. I don't know. I'm probably gonna call it a night though. To be very honest, I don't see this thing doing any. Bro, look at this shit. I don't see this thing doing anything. Probably gonna call it a night. I'm not gonna touch these accounts until tomorrow Asia. I'll trade these exact accounts tomorrow in Asia so we can trade these together, pass them together, get a payout on them together. So that's probably my plan here. But yeah, I'm gonna end the live. It was nice. It was cool. We'll probably do this more often. I'm gonna try to do this pretty much every night that I think Asia's gonna be half decent. I'll go live and we'll trade Asia together. Most likely we'll trade gold. If NQ has a good setup, I'll trade NQ as well. But gold and NQ is like kind of where it's at to go to for me at the moment. But yeah, that's it for me. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you guys. Whoever's in the Discord, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning. The rest of you guys, I'll probably see you maybe tomorrow night. But yeah. Have a good one, gang.